Hi and welcome to Dave Barlow Guitar, and in this video we have a Chibson from China, obviously. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm gonna. But so story is that obviously I've had a few Chibsons in from some customers, and we've had a look at them, and we've discussed it, and I've shown them on this channel. If you've seen it, that's great. Well, the guys in China thought they'd just send me one direct. I didn't buy this. They just sent it to me, and they asked me to do another video on it. Now this guitar, I'm going to just say this right now. I'm lifting the package up, and it feels a bit light for a Les Paul, and it says 5 kilos on the packet, and I've weighed it, and it's coming in at just over 4 kilos. It's just surrounded by like this foam stuff. So I'm assuming it's quite on the lighter side. However, 50s Les Pauls were lighter than the Les Pauls you have now by a long shot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I did read it somewhere that they were a bit lighter. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I don't know. You can comment in the bottom. But anyway, so we haven't even looked at this yet. So now this, and I got my notes in front of me. If you see me looking this way, it's because I can't remember everything. But it's a slightly Reliced Greeny. So that's going to throw a load of contentious people into the comments. But anyway, it is a slightly Reliced Greeny. Anybody who knows me knows my thoughts on the Greeny. Whoever has that Greeny right now, you know who owns that Greeny right now. They shouldn't have it. It should be somewhere else. That's my personal opinion. And if you want to hate me for that, that's fine. So this, and let me run through this piece of paper I got in front of me, right? Just let's get this out of the way first before I open it up. Right, so it's a handmade, aged, distressed guitar. It's got a Nitro finished. It says here, and I don't know if this is true or not, but it says it's got a roasted one-piece mahogany neck and a roasted one-piece mahogany body. So, I don't know about that. Why would you do that to a mahogany neck? Anyway, but it doesn't matter. Indian rosewood fingerboard. It's got a bone nut. It's got 22 jumbo frets. And it says the frets have been well polished. The fret ends have been well dressed. It's got an ABR1 bridge. I doubt that. But anyway, we'll go with it. Let's run with this. Alnico 5 pickups. You don't have Alnico 5 pickups in the Greeny guitar. Anyway, it doesn't matter. 2V, 2T, three-way toggle switch, chrome hardware. And obviously, once I've unpackaged this and we've had a look at it and we've done a deep dive and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to let you know who sent it to me. So if you want to contact them for any reason, you can do. But you're going to have to wait to the end of the video for this, or skip everything and go to the end. But you might not want to do that because, there might be crap. You don't know. So, okay, so what I'm going to need to do now is I need to get this package unwrapped. Now, there's a couple of ways I can do this, and I hate the unwrapping thing. So I'm going to just unwrap it. I'm just going to get it all ready to go, and I'm going to lift the lid while I've got the video running live. I think that's probably the best way. So I don't want to unwrap it in front of you because it's just boring. So let me do that, and I'll come back to you. Right. I have now cut through the wrapping and the polystyrene. Well, you don't have to cut through the polystyrene, and we're about to do the reveal. So let's have a look. So it's packed into styrofoam stuff, and then another bag. That's where you can see that. Right, so it's definitely aged. Let's pickup's the wrong way around for a Greeny. Anybody in the know will know that. hardware looks all right actually. But anyway, we'll get to that. But yeah, I'm trying to give you close-ups if I can. There's it's nice detail on that headstock. Yeah, it says Gibson on it. It says nothing on the back, which I'm quite pleased about. Yeah. Probably not a maple cap. Anyway, don't worry. We're just looking at it for now. Anyway, that's the front. That's the back. Right, so I think next what we need to do is just play it out of the box. Just see what it sounds like. I really like that neck actually, that's quite nice. Inlays look good. I'm just going to look. Inlays look good. That one's looks a bit weird. Might be because of the perloids making it look a bit weird, but yeah, they look alright, they look straight. Not a bad job. Okay, so let's play it, see what it sounds like. Right, so how does this thing play? Let's give it a go, see what happens, eh? Okay, so it plays really nice. So I haven't touched it at all. I haven't done anything to the frets or anything like that. So right out of the box, it's playing pretty good. I don't know if it's because it was sent to me. It's like that. But just for the record, I know there's another one of these coming in from a customer, so we'll be able to compare the two. But this one has a I would say a medium low action, and it plays really nice. It's got a kind of creamy-ish sort of tone, but that's it. I just keep playing and fiddling around, and then you can work it out for yourself. So for clean, we'll do Gary Moore clean, I suppose, where we just back off the volume. Keeping the playing simple, so you can hear what's going on. There's no dead frets anywhere so far. Everything seems to be working great. Obviously, we're going to put this on the bench and examine every nook and cranny of this guitar. But I'm gonna be honest. I've never played the original of one of these, or a Gibson replica of one of these until obviously now, and yeah, it plays great. The neck is bigger than my 60s gold top, slightly fatter, but not much, only by a little bit. It's not massive. In fact, to be honest with you, necks don't really bother me that much, but frets bother me more than necks. These are jumbo frets on here, and then they're fine. Pretty much staying in tune. So far, it's an effing bargain. Yeah, what would I do? Would I make some changes to it? I probably would, because that's what I do with guitars. But you wouldn't have to make any changes to this. If you was obviously if you're gigging with it, you might want to make a few changes with it. I don't know what they would be yet. Maybe tuners. I mean, I don't know. We'd have to test them out. I mean, we haven't tested them out properly yet. The nut's fine. The frets are fine. The playability is fine. You don't have to touch. You don't have to touch any of the frets. All the fret ends are beautiful. The pickups seem quite nice. They're going to be microphonic. Let's just test that. Yeah. So they're microphonic. So you could get them wax potted and have them as they are, because they're quite nice. They're quite. So if you're just going to go for that kind of Peter Green thing, they'd be fine. The thing is though, maybe you prefer like an Alnico 2 kind of thing going on, which I think was originally in this guitar, and you'd probably have to turn this pickup around so you get this honky middle sound. Great thing about kind of lower output pickups is that you can kind of back off your picking a little bit and you get like a... You can kind of get really good sort of dynamics with it. So far, it's a bargain. Obviously I could play this all day and bore the tears out of you, but if you can't hear it, take it from me, it sounds fantastic out of the box. I've got no problems. Plays good, frets are good, neck's good, tuning stability's good, the nut's good, the switch is all working great. The only thing I haven't tested is the tone, which is fine. So yeah, big smile on my face, because this is probably a keeper, I think. Yeah. Again, have they made special? Have they gone over and above because they've given it to me to review or to unbox or whatever, or are they all like this? I'm going to say that we haven't gone through the item specifics yet, but which we'll do next. We'll break it down next. But the guitars that I've seen from my customer that's come from this same place, because they've all come from the same place, which I'll tell you all about later, have been pretty good. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, 8.9. And so, in all fairness, they're as good as any other guitars that you can get in the marketplace. Nothing's perfect. And obviously, let's do the deep dive next and have a good look at what's going on with this guitar and see what we can find. I mean, I'm sure I can find something wrong with it, but there you go. Right, here we go. We're back. We're going to do the deep dive now. Let's start at the top and work our way down. So obviously there's the headstock, there's the Gibson logo. There's some checking on there, as you can see. The tuners are pretty much, I would say, cheapo Chinese type tuners. Some of these type tuners are really, really good. Some are not so good. The consistency is much better than they used to be. To be honest with you, I buy a lot of aftermarket tuners, which aren't Grovers, because I had such a bad time with them. I'm buying a lot of sort of Chinese-made ones. Vanson, I think is it Vanson? I think it's them. Yeah, they're pretty good. People like that. So anyway, so moving down on the top of the guitar, we go to the nut, and it's been nicely cut. As far as I'm concerned, some people prefer to see a little bit less material on the top here. Makes no difference. It's, you know, it makes no difference really. And what I'm going to do at the same time, I'm going to go through the main stuff, and then we're going to go to minute details. All right, so we'll get there. So the rosewood board, it looks a little bit dry. That's not a problem. We can just put some lemon oil or whatever your favourite stuff is to put on there. The frets, I've checked the frets with my fret rocker here, and there are a few high frets here. Not massively high, but there are a few high frets. So if we wanted to go for a lower action than this, like my good friend Fraser does, we would have to do some kind of, we'd have to check those frets, and if there are quite a few, we'd have to do another fret level. But for a medium medium low action, which this is at the moment, it's very good. My son, I just gave it to my son to try. I said, play this, tell me what you think. And he says, oh, it's so easy to play. And I'm going, yeah, I know, it's crazy. Anyway, so mind you, he's a bass player, so there you go. Anyway, moving on. So we're looking at the binding and everything else. Oh my God, look at that. It's near perfection. Fret ends, near perfection. Obviously, that's there deliberately, so is that, I believe. So you can see the checking on the body as well. So I would say, apart from the, I was just thinking actually, did Greeny have binding on the neck? I can't remember. I swear it didn't, but I could be wrong because I haven't checked recently and I need to remind myself. Comments in the bottom. But I thought it didn't have a binding on the neck. But all Gibsons do, don't they? So I don't know why I think that. I don't know why it is. Maybe I've seen him play one that hasn't. So going to this, the pickups. The pickups obviously are just standard kind of chrome top style pickups. And it looks like they've brushed some kind of acid on it just to make it go a bit yucky. So obviously, you know, what do you expect? But you know, for example, you can actually get pickups. You don't even have to do this to them. What you can do is get pickups like these. Here's some pickups here. If you have a look at these, these are pickups. These are iron gear pickups that I use in one of my guitars that's out at the moment. But you can see these are raw nickel covers, and they age beautifully, and that would look fantastic in this guitar. So yeah, I mean, if you ever wanted to get pickups that age quickly but nicely, these are the ones. They just age really nice. Just love them. I think they're great. Anyway, so I mean, you don't have to buy iron gears to get nickel covers, by the way. You can get nickel covers for all sorts of pickups. You can even take these covers off and put nickel covers on if you want to, and then I don't know. And you can dip them in wax and stop them from squealing. But other than that, you know, these for this guitar, it's kind of nice, mellow, kind of bluesy sound, which is great. So moving on to the bridge, I've got no problems with this bridge at all. No problems at all. pretty standard stuff. And the knobs, well, Peter Green knobs, aren't they? That's it. They're supposed to be different here than they are here. There's a reason for it. Anyway, they feel good. They don't feel cheap, but there probably are Chinese style potentiometers in there. A lot of people will take them out and put in something a little bit more expensive, at la-di-da-di-da. But you can do what you want. Do what you want with these guitars. So yeah, so all in all, that's the top of it. And if I'm rambling on a little bit, I'm really sorry. You can fast forward this, but I want to do an in-depth, deep dive into this guitar because it is phenomenally good for the money so far. Here's the things I don't like aesthetically looking at it. What I don't like is the colour of the surrounds. They're wrong. They're wrong. It really does my head in, but it's fine. You know, for some people it's fine, but it's kind of like your very cheap aftermarket style cream. It's not the right cream colour. It's wrong. Same with this. This here, it's not the right cream colour. The switch might annoy people, but you could get a switch from a Gibson style switch if you wanted to. But that's it on that side. Let's move over to the back. Okay, from top to bottom, let's have a look. There's your headstock. There's no serial numbers or anything on that. No need for any of that. There's your tuners, which is what I think they're the style of tuners which Gary Moore had on the guitar. Look at the neck. It's one piece. It's a very nice neck to play, actually. Very pleased playing that. And we go into the back of the body where it's slightly worn away. Not a lot to see here. Looking at the binding. Input jack, it's technically wrong, but it'll last you longer than the plastic ones, that's for sure. Everything else looks pretty good. So next job is to open up this cavity, maybe that cavity, and let's have a look at that. Right, in the big cavity, yeah, that's what I would expect to see. The soldering's not bad. It's not about to come loose anytime soon. It's not the tidiest, but it's good soldering. It'll hold. That's fine. It's what you'd expect. Obviously, I know you're probably thinking, so where's the maple cap? There obviously isn't one. So again, soldering's pretty good. No loose bits or anything hot, rattling around in the cavities. Very clean cavities. So all very good here. Okay, let's take apart the front, have a look at them pickups and cavities and everything else on the front. Right, pickups. These are kind of, I don't know, Epiphone-esque, I would say, pickups. They sound very Epiphone-y, which, you know, they just, I think warmer is what I would say. Sometimes they can be a bit muddy, but these aren't necessarily muddy. They're just kind of warmer, which suits this guitar, I suppose, if you like that kind of thing. So it pretty much gone over everything. The only thing that I forgot to film was checking the intonation before I took the strings off, which was fine. Plenty of room for intonation. It was actually intonated correctly, so I didn't have to touch it, but which is good. So all in all, a fantastic little guitar for a price a lot cheaper than its counterpart. So yeah, just to reiterate, there's no maple cap, but there's many a good Les Paul guitar that doesn't have a maple cap, which sound fantastic. So yeah, so that's kind of like the deep dive. If you got any questions about this guitar at all, as I've got it here pretty much all the time now, I don't have to pass it along to anybody or give it to anybody else. Yeah, feel free to ask. Just something I noticed just there. The first flaw that we've noticed just there. Other than that, wow. So coming up next in the next lot is me giving you the details. Where can you buy one from? I think also how much do they cost and all that kind of stuff. So let's get this packed away, and then we'll get on to the next section of this video. Well, so I've sufficiently, in my eyes, gone through this guitar, deep dived it, and checked everything out I need to check out. Everything I need to know with this guitar now. What I'm going to do with it, I don't know. I'll have a think about where I'm going with it. But just because it's kind of a Peter Green looking guitar, it doesn't have to sound like a Peter Green guitar. You could upgrade the pickups and do some other things with it. Hell, you could put some active pickups in there and just, you know, be crazy. Whatever you want to do, but you know, the looks, it's got a great look. But importantly, for me, it feels and plays really, really nice. So yeah, so that's it. I'm just going to go over a couple of things. Obviously, it's got a one-piece mahogany body, one-piece mahogany neck. With the neck, there's, I don't know, with the neck, there's some interesting like grains in there. I just like it. It looks really nice. But anyway, what else we got? We got Indian rosewood fingerboard, bone nut, 22 jumbo frets, polished, well dressed, ABR bridge, Alnico 5. Toggle switch, chrome hardware. What's not to like about it? It sounds really good, plays really good. I'm a bit blown away and I feel a bit guilty. Sorry, Gibson. Anyway, the company that made this guitar and the other guitars that I've looked at from one of my customers is, I think their business name is Polaris for Music. That's Polaris number 4. Music, and there's some forums you can go on, and I think there's a Facebook page which is up at the moment where you can go to, and some other bits and pieces. I'm going to put all that information in a link below, and everything will be there for you, so you can go and check this out for yourself. Price wise, you know, a couple of $100 for these guitars. Don't quote me on that because they go up and down in price, but about a couple of $100. I paid, actually, where is it? I paid, hang on, let me find the paperwork here. I paid some money, I paid some shipping money somewhere. Anyway, can't find it, but I think it's, I paid some tax on it, some tax duty on it, which I think was, it worked out to about £34, something like that. 34 UK sterling pounds. So I don't know what if in your country, I don't know if you're in a different country to me, I don't know what it'd be, but yeah, it's just the usual tax on whatever the price of the guitar is. So it's at $185, some of them come in at $185, some come at $200, some a little bit more than that. But anyway, it's different. So anyway, hopefully that's given you enough information about this guitar. Yeah, it could be a good one, but I got another one coming in from a customer, so it'll be great to check that out to see if it's any different. But judging by the guitars that I have seen previous to this, I'm pretty sure this is on par with it. So I think it's going to be quite interesting. Again, I think maybe we shouldn't have the Gibson logo on it. I completely agree with that. But that's how it was sent to me. I can't do much about that. But anyway, so that's that. It's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed the video. Go and check these guys out. Ask them questions and go on the forum, which the link is below, where you can go and ask them all sorts of questions. You can even ask them to build you something special, whatever you want to do. But with that, I will catch you later.